What is up, guys? I got a super thematic Asgardian theme gameplay here. So we are playing two-handed here, playing as Thor and Valkyrie, taking on Loki, the God of Lies from the new Trickster Takeover scenario pack. Okay, so let's go through the deck breakdowns here first. So for the Thor deck, we're using Thor, the Thorium Machine, a Justice deck here with Infiltration as a main card. With Under Surveillance, 2 copies of one way or another. Blindfold, Wiccan, Eros, Manifold, Heroic Intuition, 3 copies of Limitless Stamina. Face of Past, Vivian, Gambit, Professor X, Nick Fury. 3 basic doubles, some research generators. We don't have the Quinn carry here because we put it for Valkyrie's deck. And then a Show of Empathy, Specialized Training, and a Build Support. And one really cool thing is that I realized I have 2 build supports because one from Next Evolution, and we also have one from Shuri's hero pack here for Valkyrie. So really nice to have those extra build supports to get more supports out. Valkyrie's playing an aggression deck that I just threw together. It's Hall of Heroes, Yarm Yorm, Combat Training, Sunfire, Spider Girl, Thrall, Angela, X, Nick Fury, Grant Ward, and Ironheart. We have the 3 basic doubles, Quinn Carry, Helicarrier, Mansion, 2 Godlike Staminas, Endurance, Bifrost, and a bunch of player side schemes here. And the reason why we want all these player side schemes is because good old Thor has his infiltration to do tons of thwarting here. We also have the Heroic Intuition so he can help Thor for table. Basically, for this deck here, Thor is a Thor machine. He's going to handle threat for both players. And yeah, Valkyrie is going to handle minions. And I think that this strategy might actually work out pretty well here against Loki for this scenario. I actually feel like the Loki scenario is pretty well built for Thor and Valkyrie because there's a lot of like minions and side skins, and you get a lot of benefits like shatter counters to shatter the illusion whenever you defeat those minions and side schemes. So I think it's actually going to be pretty good here. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes though. But yeah, definitely not any traditional Thorders in this lineup with just Thor and Valkyrie with their Thor stat of 1. But I think we should be able to handle it here. So yeah, let's shuffle up both decks here, and then hopefully we can get at least one of those. Like I think we have like what 7 player side schemes across the 2 decks. So hopefully one of these guys will get some player side schemes in their hand, and we can clear some out and get some ramp on turn 1. All right, so we're gonna shuffle up Thor's deck. I think we're all shuffled up here. And then let's shuffle up Valkyrie's deck over here. So we have the hit point dials, the yellow one for the Thor Justice deck, red one for the Valkyrie aggression deck here. And then for Loki, the way the Loki scenario works, there is the Loki God of Lies over here, which is the main body of Loki. And we have 20 per player hit points. So he's going to have 40 hit points here. And we have the green dial for that. And then for the Loki, the Avatar Loki, that's the one that we're currently going to face. We have to defeat him to do damage to the main body. He has 15 per player. So it's going to be 30 hit points. Plus this one, Detachment Intense Focus. The Avatar of Loki villain gets +2 per player hit points and gain steady. So that's 4 plus his 30. So he has 34 hit points, which we have set up with this black hit point dial right there. So that's what all the hit point dials are for. We're not doing the epic multiplayer mode because I don't know how I can have the space to do that. But we're just going to do a regular, two-handed gameplay here with this scenario. But yeah, this would basically be a demonstration for people that want to see how the scenario works, at higher player counts. So let's go ahead and get Loki set up here while we're shuffling Valkyrie's deck. So for Worlds Collide, it is the main scheme A there. It says to create a separate game area for each player group. We're just going to be doing one player group here. So we can advance this now to B. And it basically says this is going to max out at 2 per pod threat. So we're doing only 1 pod here. So if this gets 2 threat, then we do lose the game. And then yeah, that's how we lose here. Put that back over there. And then for main scheme stage 1, it says to put a random avatar of Loki villain into play. Set each other avatar of Loki villain and the Shatter the Illusion card aside. I think we're all shuffled up here for Valkyrie. Okay, so we have the Shatter the Illusion, which is the rules of what to do after we shatter his illusion. We're just going to set that aside over here. And then put a random avatar Loki. So we have these 4 avatars here. And we're going to roll the die to get one randomly. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because we have a 10-side die. 9 or 10, we're just going to re-roll. And we got a 9, so that's going to be Loki the Rascal here. So we're going to set all these guys aside, put the die aside, and Loki the Rascal comes into play. And then it says let's shuffle up the encounter deck here. So step 2, put each synergy environment into play. That's going to be these 4 environments right here. Basically, they don't really do anything. They're all maxed out at 1 per player synergy counters. So since we're doing 2 players, each one can have up to 2 counters. And then if there is a counter, we can use the corresponding effect and get like a huge boost throughout the game. So for example, for United Front, it's a resource you can remove a counter to generate 2 wild resources. For mounting resistance, whenever we thwart, we can remove a counter and give a character 4 additional thwart removal. This one can prevent 4 damage, and this one does 4 extra damage for whenever you're attacking. So that's just how the environments work, and they're just going to kind of be in play over there. And then in standard mode, we set the intense focus attachment aside, but for expert mode, we attach it to the avatar Loki. So since we are doing expert here, we have intense focus attached to Loki the Rascal here. And yeah, let's shuffle up the encounter deck. Oh, and we can also advance the main scheme to stage 1B. Starts off with 0 per player threat, goes up by 1 per player per turn, so 2 threat per turn. If this hits 16, then the scheme will be completed. Whenever that happens, we remove all threat from here and place 1 threat on Worlds Collide. Also, when an identity will be defeated, we change identity's form to alter ego, set hit points to 1, and place 1 threat on Worlds Collide instead. So basically, we get that 2 threat on Worlds Collide, then we lose the game. We can't thwart that out or anything else. So basically, if this pops 2 times, or if it pops once and one of the identities get defeated, then we'll lose the game. But one cool thing about the scenario is that even if an identity gets defeated, we don't actually lose from that. We just put a threat on the Worlds Collider, so we don't actually die with an identity and keep going. But I guess we're doing 2 players anyways, so normally if an identity dies in 2 players, you can actually keep on going anyways. All right, so we are all set up. That setup was not that bad at all. We both start off in Alter Ego here, and then let's get some tokens for our heroes. And Valkyrie here has a set ability, set the Deathglow upgrade side out of play. So that's Deathglow here, her main gimmick. And basically it's a 1-cost upgrade you can attach to an enemy. When attached enemy is defeated, we set this card aside out of play. If Valkyrie defeated enemy, then we ready her. So let's set this aside out here. And then Thor is going to be our first player here. So let's go ahead and draw Mulligans. We're going to draw up to Thor's hand size of 5 in his alter ego. Ooh, we got a God Thunder. So that's great. We got Infiltration. No players side schemes. Mulliganing this. Mulliganing this. Question is, if I play Manifold, it can get me a side scheme, but I don't think I can afford the side scheme and play Infiltration on top of that. But let's say we get 3 cards. If I play Manifold, I could get a side scheme to my hand. I can play the side scheme with God Thunder, and then I won't be able to afford Infiltrate. Oh man. Yeah, I think we're gonna mulligan 2 cards here and draw 2 more back up to 5. Yeah, we just wanted the manifold. So 1, 2. No player's asking. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that'll be our hand here for Thor. And then let's do Valkyrie's mulligan. She's drawing up to 6 cards here because her hand has a 6 in alter ego. Ooh, we got a double for Valk. Come on, player side scheme. Oh man, where are the players' side schemes, guys? Okay, so we want to get that down. Bifrost. You know, I just realized Bifrost is not that good in Valkyrie's deck because we want Angela, but Thor can't have ID on that. We're not going to play the Spear. We don't need to have ID. I think we hold on to Bifrost and we're going to mulligan 3 for Valkyrie. Let's draw 3 more cards. Do I just mulligan the Bifrost? This is probably a misplay to put in a deck. I really want to play her side scheme, guys. Thor can thwart it out of turn. Do I want... Let's see. What's the point of getting... We're going to toss Bifrost. We don't need it on turn 1 anyways. Okay, so let's go ahead and mulligan 4, so draw 4 more. Player side scheme. Player side. There we go. We got a build support, guys. All right. And we got another double. Okay, Valkyrie got a crazy good hand. I wish he was going first. Thor did not get the best hand here. But we will be to clear out build support out of turn. Oh, man. Thor's the one that needs the resources. Okay. That's okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started here, guys. All right. So Thor's first going to use our action. Worthy. Search your deck discard pile for Mjolnir. Add to your hand. Mjolnir's in our discard pile. We can add straight to our hand here. And we're not even going to really play Mjolnir this game, right? Let's go ahead and flip. Actually, do I want to stay down? No, I have to infiltrate. So yeah, we're going to... infiltrate is rough here. on the second turn, because if we have it and we draw 2 cards, it's not that we can do anything with those resources. So part of me wants to not clear off the sides game and hold on to infiltration here. If I do this, I could play Wiccan, hold on to infiltration. Because Valkyrie doesn't need the build support cleared off here. We play Flight the Valkyrie, play Quinn Carrier, play the build support. Yeah, we just needed Valkyrie to go first here. I went with Thor going first because I thought Thor would draw the player's side scheme. But yeah, I should have had Valkyrie go first. Okay, so I think what we do here is we hold into infiltration and we just play this. Let's go ahead and flip up to hero form. Then we're going to use 2 resources here so we can play God of Thunder. Actually, Defender? No, it's fine. We're going to play God of Thunder here. So it's a 2 cost upgrade. The hero resource, we're going to exhaust to generate a energy resource. Let's do that. This would be a second resource here. So we can play a good old Wiccan. And Wiccan's just going to chill here, I think. And then we don't really have anything to do, huh? Yeah, Thor will swing for 2 on Loki. Brings him from 34 down 32. And then, oh, that's kind of nasty. So this Loki here, as a force response after you resolve a boost card during its activation, if it's a treachery, either do yourself as an encounter card or spend a resource. And we're playing 2 pretty low resource kind of heroes here. Thor's going to hold on to infiltration. And Wiccan, I'd rather have him Thor, but is he going to block? I think we can just take hits here. We're pretty tankable heroes. Yeah, we're going to end our turn. Let's pass over the Valkyrie here. Alright, so Valkyrie needs to flip up to play Quinn Care. So let's flip up to hero form. We're going to use 3 resources here, so we can play our Quinn Carrier. It's a 3 cost support, play only if your deck has Adventure Trait, which you do have for Valkyrie in hero form. We can exhaust Quinn Carrier, generate a Watt resource. Let's do that. So we can play a 1 cost player size game build support. Comes in with 3 per player threat, so 6 threat. When we defeat it, both players can search their deck and discard pile for support and add to their hand. And we're not going to go for this turn. We'll go for it next turn. So Thor can infiltrate and get a minion and have that D. Okay, and then we'll use the double resource here, play Flight of the Valkyrie. So after the enemy with Death Blow is defeated, we can discard this card and remove 5 there from the scheme. It's just a upgrade that stays in play here until we discard it. Alright, Valkyrie will swing in for 2 on Loki. Brings it from 32 down to 30. And then that will end our turn, guys. Alright, let's ready back up. And then Thor's going to hold on to Infiltration, which he can play out of turn. Draw back up to 4. Okay, and then Valkyrie is drawing up to his her hand size of 5. Ooh, we got Aragorn, which is good because we're about to take some hits to the face, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got Yarm here. Chooser's Slain could be good as well. I wish we could say put it engaged with Thor or like any player and draw 2 cards. All right, because we want to trigger Havoc for Thor. Okay, so it is Loki's turn. He's gonna add 2 to the main. I can't grab the threat tokens, guys. Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. 2 threat on the main. And then Loki's going to activate against Thor. He's going to attack us. So we're just going to take the hit to the face. 1, 2. Here's a boost. 2. So 4 damage. Brings Thor from 14 down 10. That was actually a pretty big hit. And after you resolve a boost, which we just did, if it's a treachery, we didn't do that effect. It's not treachery, so we don't have to do anything there. Alright, now Loki's going to attack Valkyrie. We'll take it to the face. Hitting with a base of 2. Boost. Ooh, another 2. It's not treachery again, so we just take the damage. Brings her from 12 down to 8. Okay, Loki's hitting kind of hard today. He's hitting kind of hard. All right, he's gonna deal some counter cards here. So 1 for Thor and then 1 for Valkyrie. We just gotta survive this, and then we can get a huge boost next turn. Okay, we got a minion for Thor. Okay, I love to see that. But Absorbing Man with Guard. When he's engaged with you, he gets plus X attack. He gets the highest cost card he can show, which is currently 2. So he has 3 attack here. Thor can trigger Havoc after you engage a minion. Draw 2 cards. So we're gonna go crazy here. The hand size. Ooh, we got a player size scheme too. But I'll need another infiltration. And maybe we can play it after we clear builds or something. Okay, Valkyrie got her encounter card, which is Dark Arts. In expert mode, we are doing expert. It has Insight 1, so we're going to place a threat on the main scheme because of Insight. And then review search the encounter deck and discard pile, or search the encounter deck discard, search the encounter discard pile for a minion and reveal it. Well, it has to be from the discard pile. Okay, search the encounter discard pile for a minion and reveal it. Otherwise, place 3 on the main scheme. Okay, well, there is a minion discard pile. It's going to be Grendo here. Okay, so we put Grendo into play. He has guard. And then, yeah, she doesn't have it there or anything, but we just have 2 minions here. Okay, all right, it's back over to our turn here. So actually, we can do a lot of threat removal because Valkyrie's got the Fly the VALKYRIE here. Let me think. How do we do? Oh, and then we pass the first phase token. I forgot when your villain phase ends. Okay. Actually, Valkyrie doesn't have that much damage. Do I choose her of the slain? What does Death Glow do? Death Glow does not give us any more damage. We're only swinging for 2 with Valkyrie. We could Yarm. After enemy with Death Glow is defeated. Oh wait, Valkyrie doesn't have to be the one to defeat it. Okay, that is pretty good. So we probably want to just Yarm here. Okay, I think what we actually do first is thwart. No, I need to use my. Okay, we gotta play Annabelle Riggs, which feels bad because I don't want to play her. I could choose her Slain, but I don't think I'm gonna do that here. All right, let's do. Damn, I want to play Aragorn. I want to play Valhalla too. So many things I want to play. Uh, we need to do. Let me check Thor's hand here, because Thor needs to out of turn and infiltration. Okay, Annabelle just has to come down. So we're gonna do 1. Actually, we could get. No, I need the Helicarrier. Yeah, we're gonna do 1, 2 resources here, so we can play Annabelle Riggs. You know what I should have done? I should have Thor for 1 from build support last turn. That was a mistake. All right, Annabelle's gonna have Thor for 1 here from build support, drop it down to 5 threat. All right, and then she'll take a consequence damage. All right, now we're going to request a player action here that Thor can do out of turn. He can play infiltration from his hand because it's a player action, so or it's a hero action. So Thor's going to exhaust God Thunder to play infiltration here. So 1 cost event, hero action Thor. Choose a number from 1 to 5. We're going to choose 5. Discard that many cards on top of the encounter deck and then remove 1 threat from a scheme for each card discarded this way. Put 1 minion discard this way into play engage with you. So we're going to do 5 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we discard all these cards. And then we're going to remove 5 threat from a scheme because it's 5 cards. Clears off build support. When build support is defeated, we're going to do the 1 defeat effect here first. They'll also go into individual display and get removed from the game. But each player can search their deck and discard pile for support that costs 3 or less and put it into play. So Valkyrie is going to get her Helicarrier here. I think Thor is also just going to get Helicarrier. That way we have the economy set up for both heroes, and then they can share Helicarriers and do all that stuff. I think it's going to be pretty helpful. Get that boost. Valkyrie is not doing her part of killing the minions, actually. She's so Helicarrier, we can exhaust and choose a player to reduce the cost of the next card that player plays by 1. So we could use it for either player, and Thor will get his Helicarrier out as well. So double Helicarriers. We got a God Thunder, we got a Queen Carrier. We're getting pretty well set up over here. We'll shuffle up Thor's deck here. All right, and now we have to finish resolving the infiltration here. So put 1 minion discarded into play engage with you. We got 2 minions. I think we do Malekith, because this guy is annoying. Yeah, let's do this guy. So he's going to engage Thor, and once per phase, this would be the 1 time during the hero phase, because we engage this minion during the encounter phase. When Thor engages the minion, we can draw 2 cards. So let's draw 2 more cards here. Going crazy with the card draw. Okay, and that will resolve infiltration. Okay, so it's still Valkyrie's turn, but I got a plan on what I'm going to do here with Thor. Who do we want to... When he attacks his card top 3 cards in counter deck, for each treachery gets busted. Okay, we have to kill him. This guy, oh, he has an effect when he attacks as well. Discard a top card of the encounter deck. If the treachery deals just... Oh, wait, no, this guy's way worse. Okay. This guy's the worst. Maybe Valkyrie flips here. This is a response, so she can do his response in Alter Ego. Yeah, so we can leave this guy. We gotta focus on these two here, and if we defeat Absorbing Man, he can help us take out Malekith. So let me think here. Valkyrie needs her upgrade thing. We can potentially clear off Specialized Training this turn as well. Oh, we could Vivian Grendel, so Valkyrie doesn't have to flip. But I really want to play the Mansion, to be honest. Okay, let's see what Valkyrie's got going on. We need to do some damage. Valhalla, I like to play, but we can always get it out with the other build support. I think we need more. Yeah, okay, we're not going to play it here. We're going to use Valhalla as a resource, and we're going to play Yarm Yorm. So it's a one-cost upgrade. It's restricted. We only have 2 restricted cards. After your hero attacks an enemy, we can spend a physical resource to do 2 damage to an enemy. So let's go ahead and attack here. Let me see. We need to put 7 damage on Absorbing Man. I mean, Wiccan should hopefully hit something. No guarantees, though. Okay, we're just gonna put some damage on Absorbing Man here, and we'll try to put some damage on Malekith because he has Retaliate. So Valkyrie's gonna swing for 2 on Absorb Man. Then she's gonna use her Yarm Yorm. So after your hero attacks enemy, she just attack Absorb Man. We can spend a physical resource to do 2 damage to enemy. Queen Carrier can generate a wild, declare it be physical, and will do 2 damage to Malekith. So Malekith has Retaliate, but one cool thing is that Yarm Yorm. Oh man, I'm having trouble grabbing tokens today, guys. Yarm Yorm is not damage from attack, so we're going to avoid that Retaliate from Malekith, which is why we want to do that to him. Okay, and then Valkyrie is going to flip down to Alter Ego here. And that will end our turn. Yeah, okay. So Thor's turn here. Let's request a player action from Valkyrie. She's going to exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost in the that Thor plays by 1 because it's the action we use out of turn. Let's play Specialized Training here for free. So player side scheme comes in with 5 per player threat, so 10 threat here on that side scheme. Okay. Let's think here. Wiccan is going to thwart from main scheme or from Specialized Training. Let's do Specialized Training. Yeah, we're going to thwart for 1 from here. Drop us from 10 down to 9. Okay. Wiccan has response. After he thwarts, let's move this side a little bit. This side 9 threat. After he thwarts this card, top card, then counter deck, for each boost icon on it, has only 1. Do 1 damage to enemy. I think we hit Absorb Man for 1 here. We'll put 1 damage on Absorb Man. Okay. Next, we just have to defeat Absorb Man, and it will get him as an ally. He can defeat Malekith for us. Loki does have Steady, so X won't be able to confuse him here. Let's swing for 2 with Thor. We'll put the damage on Absorb Man, so we got a total of 5 damage on him now. I could just Limitless Stamina here. Let me think. Oh, I forgot. Wiccan takes a Consequential after activating. Let's give him that before I forget. Okay, if I do that, I could go Super Greed, Mansion out, but then I lose all these allies here. I think that's okay. I'm not super mad at that. Let me see. The Limitless Stamina here. I don't know. I kind of don't want to. The Mansion is so expensive here to lose all these cards. X is really nice with the Temple because he helps us store it right now. But at the same time, we don't necessarily need a thwarting yet, but we may hit it next turn. Okay, I think what I do here, let's get the Mansion down and we'll draw a card with it. I think we're going to toss. I think we hold on to Vivian actually. Or do we do X? Let me think. Dang, guys, I don't know. Vivian or X? Let's hold on to Vivian. Okay, we're gonna use Helicarrier to reduce the cost next turn. We'll play by 1, so Mansion is 3 costs. 3 resources here. Let's play our mansion. Let's get super built out. You know what? We're going to toss Vivian too, because I need the mansion to exhaust for Absorb Man. So we'll use a resource here, where we play Limitless Stamina. Play only if your hero has 14 printed hit points. Our hit points are 10, but printed is 14. So we can play it. Ready up your hero. Let's ready up Thor. Thor will swing for 2, and that would deal the finishing blow to Absorbing Man here. So he is defeated. Okay, so a cool thing here, Valkyrie can trigger Fly the Valkyrie. It's a response she can use an alter ego. After the enemy... Oh, no. It was... Just kidding. She has to put Death Glow on it. I misread that. That's fine. Alright, so Thor defeats Absorb Man. He has a victory keyword, so it gets removed from the game. And it says the player who defeats this minion puts set aside Absorb Man into play under their control. And we have him over here. So we get this ally that does not count towards our ally limit. Alright, he'll be right up. Okay, whenever he attacks or thwarts, let's attack Malekith. Exhaust and upgrade support control. Let's exhaust Avengers Mansion. He gets plus X equal to the cost of that card. So 4 costs here, but it's capped at 3. So he's going to swing for 3 plus 1, 4 damage, defeats Malekith. So Malekith is gone here. Okay. He says here, when defeated, place 2 shadow counters on the avatar of Loki villain, and we won't take retaliate because he is knocked out. So 2 shadow counters on the avatar. Absorb Man will take 2 consequential damage. And that is going to end our turn. I think I blocked her Annabelle. I do like this to get Valkyrie an extra card, but our economy is pretty built out. Now we have Queen Care, Helicare, and then Thor has Mansion, Helicare, and God of Thunder. So I think it's okay to sacrifice her to block. No cards in our player's hand. We're going to draw back up to her hand size, and in the player phase, Valkyrie draws up to 6, and she can start to finally put on some Death Glows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, she drew a player side scheme. That is, might just keep playing it. Thor's going to draw up to 4. Oh no, both players have Nick, but only one can play because he's unique. Alright, so it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. It goes up to 5 threat here. Then he is going to activate on Valkyrie. She's an alter ego, so he's scheming with a base of 2. Boost here. Oh, it is a treachery. Okay, so he's going to scheme for 2. Wait, that's not the right counter. So main goes up to 7. Then his force response, after you resolve boost card, if it's a treachery, do yourself as a face on counter card or spend a resource. We don't want the advance, so we'll spend a resource here. Let's toss Shield Maiden. Yeah, Shield Maiden as a resource. Yeah, okay, so we don't have to deal with the treachery. It just gets this card now. Then this minion is going to scheme for 1 because we're an Artigo. His force interrupts only when he attacks, so we don't have to do that. Scheming for 1. Man goes up to 8. Right, that's okay. 8 out of 16 here. Loki's going to attack Thor. We're going to block with Annabelle Riggs, so she's exhausting. The attack's going over here now. 2. Boost is treachery. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each character you control. That's going to refer to Valkyrie here, fortunately, because the attack is going at her. So we add 2 more threats to the main. It goes from 8 up to 10. And then because it's a treachery on Valkyrie again, she has to spend a resource or else we deal it as an encounter card. Let me see. The minion would be engaged with Valkyrie. Yeah, I don't want... I could get that 1 minion. No, I mean, these guys aren't giving us stuff, like effects here. They're only giving us shadow counters, so I think I just spent another resource here. Let's toss Chooser the Slain. I don't think we want that ramp right now. Yeah, we're going to toss Chooser the Slain here. Valkyrie going down to 4 cards in hand now. Alright, that resolves the Dark Arts. Or his ability. Alright, now we do encounter cards. So, 1 for Valkyrie as a first player, 1 for Thor. Valkyrie got Whirlwind, a minion with Quick Strike, but we're an Artigo, so Quick Strike does not go through. And after he attacks you, take 1 damage for each side can play. And then we got a Minotaur. Oh, for Thor, that's great. So, toughness. And then when reviewed, if there are 5 or more treacheries in an encounter discard pile, he activates. Ooh, I think there might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there's more than 5 treacheries. So he's going to activate. He's just going to attack Thor for 2. We'll take it, draw down 8. And then Thor can also trigger Habithy. Once they're in the villain phase, he's engaged a minion, draw 2 cards. Ooh, we could face a pass here, but I don't think we do. I think we go Nick for Thor because Valkyrie's our resources. All right, we're going to pass the first phase token over to Thor, who is going to start us off here. Okay, so Valkyrie can't attach Death Glow and Alter Ego, unfortunately. What is Valkyrie gonna do with her hand? Oh, I forgot. Annabelle got defeated there. She took that attack. She's knocked out. Okay, we definitely want to trigger Fly the Valkyrie and clear off specialized training. Let's see. We want to move a lot of minions here, actually. Whirlwind is a priority, I think. Could face the past here. I don't think we do. We don't have that thing to mitigate on the Loki. Let's get Nick Fury down. There's a lot of stuff I want to play. Let's do Avengers Mansion to draw Thor a card. Okay, we're going to request a Helicarrier from Valkyrie, and Thor will exhaust his own Helicarrier. So the next card that Thor plays is reduced by 2. Nick Fury is 2 costs. 2 resources here, so we can play Nick. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. Make some room. We're going to choose the one to draw 3 cards, of course. The best effect there is. Oh, dang, we have Show Empathy, but we don't have the other piece of the puzzle there. Okay, I think I play this. And then I play Heroic Tuition. I kind of want to face the past here. Dang it. I think we face the past. So we drop in more cards. All right, guys. We're gonna go. We're gonna go kind of crazy here. Okay. Thor's gonna swing for 2 on Whirlwind. We're gonna play Face the Past. 0 cost event, hero action, or maximum protect hero action. Search the encounter discard power sets the area for an minion and reveal it. Ready your hero and draw 3 cards. You cannot attack the villain this phase. Remove this card from the game. So we remove this from the game. We got our nemesis, Loki, and the unique is different than all these other Lokis because that's Loki got allies. This is Loki the Rascal. This is regular Loki. He's gonna engage Thor here, and then we can ready up. We can draw 2 cards, hopefully an infiltration. Or draw 3 cards, right? Actually, yeah, face the past is draw 3 cards. But we also have at this turn, so we can draw an additional 2 cards because they're first minion during the, or this phase, I mean, during the player phase. So there's 2 more cards here. Okay, we got the infiltration as the last card. I needed that. All right, so now our hand size is 11 for Thor. Okay, so Loki is forced to interrupt whenever he will be defeated with his card top card in the counter deck. If it's a treachery, we heal all damage from Loki instead. So that's actually not good. We want to get down. Show empathy. We want to do 4 threat removal to it. How do we do this, guys? A lot of things. A lot of complicated stuff going on. Alright, let's do... Thor's going to swing for 2 on Whirlwind. Nick's going to swing for 2 on Whirlwind. He's defeated. Nick takes a consequent damage. Okay, when Whirlwind is defeated, same thing as Absorbing Man. He gets this card where he goes in Victor's Slate, and we get the Whirlwind ally. So, where is he? Over here. Does not count towards ally limit, so we can have 4 allies here with Whirlwind and Absorbing Man. So Whirlwind here, let's see. Whenever he attacks, remove 1 threat from each scheme in play. For each threat removed this way, he gets +1 for that attack. Okay, so we want to use their effects to remove threat here. I think we Wiccan, actually. Okay, Wiccan's going to thwart for 1 from Specialized Training, drop it down to 8. His ability, with his card top card in the counter deck. It's 1 boost icon, we'll do 1 damage to enemy, knock out the tough from Minotaur. And Wiccan will take a consequential damage. Okay, that's perfect. And then, Absorbman could take out Minotaur. And then, oh no, Absorbman can actually thwart. We probably want him to thwart, actually. Oh, we have no more higher cost cards, unfortunately. Okay, Whirlwind is going to, wait, I have no more damage? Oh man, I think I have no more damage here. Oh, we clear off Loki, then we get it. But, okay, Valkyrie's going to have to kill Minotaur, which is fine. Okay, Whirlwind's going to swing for 0 on Minotaur. His interrupt, when he attacks, remove 1 threat from each game in play. 1 off of here, and 1 off the main, drops it down to 9. And then he gets +1 attack for each threat removed, which is 2, so 2 damage on Minotaur. Whirlwind would take a consequential. Let's see here. Absorbment could take the guy out. What am I doing with this huge hand, guys? Oh, I should have maybe one way or another. No, it's fine. I don't think we do that here. We need to... Okay. Sorry, guys. So complicated. I want to clear specialized training, but I have no more readies. All right. Yeah, maybe it's not even... Loki's gonna... I think we leave a turn with Loki here. We just do a resource. Let's play God of Thunder. So it's a 2-cost upgrade. We can exhaust the generate energy resource, so we got another God of Thunder in play. We're going to use a 1. Actually, we could Lightning Strike. I don't want Lightning Strike. We use 2 resources. Actually, should we Lightning Strike? But then we'll do damage on Loki. I need to convert Loki first if we Lightning Strike. Dang. Let me think here. Do that for a Lightning Strike. Do this. And then we could do this. We're just not gonna Lightning Strike. Okay. We'll do 2 resources here. Play Thor's Helmet. Actually, let's do Under Surveillance. So attach the main scheme, increase the target rate by 4. So instead of it advancing at 16, it's going to advance at 20 now. So we have more breathing room on the main, which is always good to see. And then, am I going to infiltrate here? I think I am. Okay, I just figured it out. Okay, that's what we got to do. All right, so we're going to do a resource here so we can play Infiltration. 1 cost event. Choose a number from 1 to 5. We're going to choose 4. We don't necessarily want a minion, right? Yeah, we're gonna choose. Let's see, he throws for 3. Yeah, we're gonna choose 4. So we discard 4 cards from the counter deck. 1, 2, 3. Ah, we got a minion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can remove 4 from a scheme. We'll take 4 off of here. Drop this down to 3, and then we put the minion in play, engage with us. He has a 1 reviewed effect though, and we can't have it again because we already did during the player phase. When reviewed, discard top 3 cards in the counter deck. If a treachery is discarded, take 2 indirect damage. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, no treachery, so no indirect damage. Okay, that's fine. He's gonna be okay. A lot of beefy minions here. All right, next we did that. Infiltration resolved. Absorbment's gonna thwart for 1 from here. Use his ability Exhaust God of Thunder, so he gets +2 thwart. He's thwarting for 3. Clears off specialized training. Okay, when this is defeated, goes to the display. Each player can get a specialization upgrade put into play under their control. So where are our specialization upgrades? Over here. Okay, Valkyrie's gonna get the attacking 1 combat specialist. She gets +1 attack permanently, and when your hero performs basic attack, exhaust his card to draw a card. Thor, I was planning on giving him the thwarting 1. Yeah, let's give him the thwarting 1. We're giving him surveillance specialist. He gets +1 thwart now, and after your hero performs basic thwart, exhaust his card to draw a card. So Thor has 2 thwart. Valkyrie's got 3 attack. Got our specialization upgrade in play, which is another economy card. Okay, Absorbment takes 2 console damage. He gets knocked out here. And then he has the victory keyword, so getting removed from the game. All right. Let's see what we got going on. So we have 9 threat there. And then we need to convert Loki. So yeah, we're gonna play Show of Empathy. It's a 0-cost player size game, so we can just play it here for free. And then we're not gonna do anything with it right now, but Valkyrie's gonna do that for us. Okay, and then we're also going to use a double resource here. So I want to play 8. Let's play Heroic Intuition here. So we get +1 more Thor. So now Thor's got 3 Thor. Okay. And then that's it for Thor. We're going to pass it over to Valkyrie. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that super long turn. All right. Actually, if we do this, we could get our... Check our discard pile. We could get our attack event. Have at D. We don't need overkill, but we just want to kill the minions. We have the economy. Yeah, we do. Okay. We're going to play Visit Valhalla. Ulti action, return a Valkyrie card from discard pile to your hand. And we're actually going to get our attack event here. Have at thee. Alright. Then we're going to flip up to hero form. Actually, wait. I think I might heal here. Because we don't need extra damage. Or extra economy with the combat specialist. We'll do that next turn. Yeah, we're actually going to exhaust heal by 4. Brings from 8 back up to 12 or full life. Okay, now we're going to flip up to hero form. We're going to use 3 resources. I want to play, that's fine. 3 resources here so we can play Habadi. So 3 cost event, hero action, do 7 damage, and then, wait, yeah, it's fine. Wait, hold up, sorry guys, I messed up. Oh wait, I think I can't heal. Sorry guys, we're not going to heal, okay. That minion is in play. When threat is removed from this scheme. Okay, I think Loki goes to Thor, which is unfortunate. Okay, well, sorry guys, we're not gonna heal. We don't have the luxury to do that. We're gonna flip it to hero form here without healing. All right, then we're going to swing for. Okay, we're gonna use a resource. Oh, we get it ready. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, hold up. I keep messing this up. Okay, hold up. We are gonna heal. Okay, and then we flip up. All right, sorry guys, I went back and forth on that over and over again. We're going to use the Quincare. So we're exhausted, sorry guys, because we healed. All right, we're going to use a resource here so it can play Death Glow, attach to enemy. We're going to attach it to this guy here. Okay. Then we're going to use Quincare generate wild resource. This would be 2 more resources for a total of 3 to play Habadi. Here, action attack, do 7 damage to enemy. If it has Death Glow, the attack against Overkill. Doesn't matter. We're gonna do 7 damage on this minion here, and that will defeat this minion. Okay, so Valkyrie finally got to pop off here. When the minion is defeated, we place 3 shower counters on Loki. And I went back and forth on that healing for a long time. Then choose a group. We choose ourselves. Place 1 synergy counter on the domineering force environment. That's going to be this one. This one we can do to get +4 attack if we want to remove that counter. Okay. Then he's defeated. We can now trigger Death Glow. When the attached enemy is defeated, set this card out of play. If Valkyrie defeated, which she did, we can ready up Valkyrie. So she readies up here. Then Valkyrie is going to, we also trigger Fly the Valkyrie as well. So after the enemy with Death Glow is defeated, which it just was, that minion, discard this card, remove 5 threat from the scheme. We're going to take 5 threat off of Show of Empathy. Alright, so if force interrupt when threat is removed from the scheme, place that threat on a non-elite minion. This Loki is non-elite, so we put it on him. Then, if that minion has threat on it or equal to its remaining hit points, or more than its hit points, which is 4, then we add Show Empathy to a victor's way and attach a set-aside copy of Redemption to it. And I believe that the Redemption is Thor's cards, because it's from Thor's deck, so we put this Redemption says take control of the minion and make it your redeemed ally, where Thor take it to the scheme. So now Loki is an ally for Thor. Yeah, it would be better if it was ally for Valkyrie, because then it could activate, but it's okay, because allies cannot activate out of turn. But it's fine. Alright, so now we got Loki here. He's not going to activate on Thor. He's an ally, and this guy's not counted towards ally limit, so it's fine to have the 3 allies there. Okay. And then this threat is just all gone now. Alright, now Valkyrie's going to swing for... Ooh, wait, we have this minion. We just have to block it. Alright, Valkyrie's going to swing for 3 with a combat specialist. Let's do it on... Yeah, we have to defeat the Minotaur here. Alright, and then whenever he is defeated, place 2 shower counters on Loki. So this goes from 5 up to 7 counters. Alright, we're getting some shower counters built up. And we're getting built out. Alright, and then after Valkyrie makes a basic attack, exhaust combat specialist, she can draw a card. Oh, it's not physical. Okay, if it was a physical, I would have played it. I don't think we play this here, and it was free to play. Let's use this as a resource though, because with our, I forgot to say, with our hero action, we can play Death Blow as if it in your hand. So it's 1 cost as a resource to play Death Blow. We're attached to Grendel. Might as well spend it now. Alright, and that will end our turn. Let's ready up. Alright, so we lost our superpower training here, which is a little bit sad, but I think that was overall a very good turn to get built out in the way that we did. Okay, so Thor is holding on to this, drawing up to 4. Ooh, another build support, but I think there's nothing else to grab out anymore. So maybe 2 build supports is overkill. I guess it just increases the chance that we draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Valkyrie. Okay. So it is Loki's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. It goes up to 11 from 9. He's going to attack Thor here. We got blocked with allies. Oh man, this guy. Whenever he attacks his card, top 3 cards in encounter. For each treachery this card, he gets +1 for the attack. I mean, Valkyrie can just take the hit, I guess. Alright, let's block this with Nick Fury. Loki's hitting with a base of 2. Gets a boost here. It is a treachery, so 2 more damage. So 4 damage takes out Nick. After Zong treachery, we have to spend a resource or deal as an encounter card. Let's spend a resource for Thor, a God of Thunder. Alright, then Loki's going to attack Valkyrie here. We're going to block this with Wiccan. He's hitting with a base of 2. It is a treachery. 1 boost icon, 3 damage takes out Wiccan. And then same exact thing, we're going to spend another resource so we don't get as an encounter card. So Wiccan's gone. Then after Loki attacks Valkyrie, the minions will attack. So Grun's going to hit Valkyrie here. Whenever he attacks his card, top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Actually, wait a minute. Shield Maiden? Declare Valkyrie Defender. Without exhausting her, she gets +2 defense. Do I have anything else to play? I think we can just do it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to haul here. Okay, so actually, we're going to use a resource here. I don't think I've ever played Shield Maiden. We're going to play Shield Maiden. Here, interrupt. When an enemy with Death will attach, that's Grendel. Declare Valkyrie Defender without exhausting her. She gets +2 defense. So she's defending for 3. Does not have to exhaust here. He's hitting for 1. This card, top 3 cards on a counter deck. And then there is 2 treachery, so he gets +2 for the attack. So he's attacking for 3. We defend for 3, and we don't have to exhaust. So we take no damage. Okay, that is crazy good. Man, Valkyrie, go. I know what D20 is talking about now. All right, and then we're going to do encounter cards. So 1 to Thor, 1 to Valkyrie. Hopefully we get a minion here for Thor. It's not a minion, it's a side scheme. When defeated, place 2 shower counters on Loki, 5 threat, and an acceleration. Valkyrie got caught off guard. This card an upgrade or support you control. That's unfortunate. We're going to lose Yarn here. Alright, and we pass the first player token over to Valkyrie, who's going to start us off here. Alright. Well, I want Valkyrie to defeat Grendel. But we can't, right? Yeah. That's fine. Okay, let's play Throg. We're going to, actually, let's just swing. We're going to swing here for 3 with the Combat Specialist on a Grendel. After you make a basic attack, we can exhaust Combat Specialist and draw a card. Ooh, fly the Valkyrie. So the Radiant Valkyrie is going to be useless, but we play Fly the Valkyrie. I think we need it, yeah. This would be 2 resources here. We're going to play Throg. After Throg enters play, give him a tough stats card if you're engaged with the minion, which we are, so he gets a tough here. Valkyrie will reduce the cost next level 1. Quick will be a resource to play Fly the Valkyrie here. So when that minion with a death blow is defeated, we can remove 5 from his scheme. Alright, and then we passed over to Thor. Okay, we have Mansion. Thor is going to Mansion, let's draw a card. Thor is going to Thwart for 3 with the Surveillance Specialist from the main. Drop this from 11 down to 8. After you make a basic Thwart, exhaust Combat Specialist, draw a card. Ooh, Infiltrate. I wish we didn't have the build support. Could one way or another. I mean, no. I think we're doing too much here, guys. We don't need to do all that. All right, let's just do. Let's see here. Okay, Whirlwind's gonna swing on Grendel. His ability will remove 1/3 from each scheme. Drops from 5 down to 4, and drops the main down to 7. And then he's going to do 2 damage, so 5 total damage on Grendel now. Whirlwind takes a consequential. Yeah, because I don't need to actually accelerate things, right? Like, we're already built out. We don't need to do anything else, like any more shenanigans. We want to flip down and get Mjolnir, and we probably want to exhaust to recover a little bit as well. And then we can hold on to Hammer Throw potential. Actually, both of these. Okay, so let's do 2 resources here. We're going to play Thor's Helmet, so we get +5 hit points, going from 8 up to 13. Loki is going to swing in for 2, take out Grendel. When he is defeated, place 3 shatter counters on Loki, so we get another 3 counters here. And then it says Death Blow. Whenever the attached enemy is defeated, we can ready Valkyrie and set this out of play. And then we can fly the Valkyrie here on the main. I forgot. Loki takes a consequential damage. I think that's still infiltration here actually. Yeah, so we'll discard Fly the Valkyrie, remove 5 there from the main. All right, and then we're going to exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost until we play by 1 to play infiltration. Choose a number 1 to 5. We'll do 4. Discard top 4 cards in the counter deck. Uh-oh. It just locked. It's just Loki. We can remove 4 from a scheme. Clears off the main or the side scheme here. When it's defeated, we place 2 shatter counters on Loki, so we can put both these 3s to 4s. So we got 12 shatter counters now on Loki. Okay. Side scheme is defeated. Then we have to put one of these minions, one of the cards discarded if it's a minion engaged with it, which is Lofi. After a character attacks him, discard top card of the encounter deck. If it's a treachery, stun the attacker. Okay, I think that's actually not that bad. All right, then what we're doing here, so we infiltrate, we engage him in, so we can have the draw 2 cards. Oh, we got him the stamina here. Then we use a resource here, play a limitless stamina here, action ready Thor. It's ready up. And then we're gonna flip down to Alter Ego, exhaust to heal by 4, brings us from 13 up to 17, which is our, actually it's not our full life. Full life is 14 plus 5, which is 19. But now we're really healthy. All right, and then we're gonna use Worthy here, action search your deck discard pile for your hammer, add to your hand. And we wanna just get it down, I think. So let's use, which resource do we use? I don't wanna hammer throw to knock this guy out in 1 hit. Actually, Valkyrie should be drawing to her thing. Let's use a resource here. We're gonna play Mjolnir. So Thor's got the hammer down. We have arrow trait and +1 attack. All right, and then that's gonna end our turn. Let's ready up. Valkyrie's readied up, unfortunately with the death blow, but that's all right. Thor is drawing up to his hands as a 5 in Alter Ego. And then 5 for Valkyrie in hero form. Ooh, we got Dragon Fang. Okay, and the lock and load here is a little bit too late. No point in getting it out anymore. Actually, we could get Yarmir out, but I don't think there's a point. You got the Habit D, which was what we're looking for to take out Loki in 1 shot. All right, it is Loki's turn, adding 2 to the main. He is going to attack Valkyrie. We're going to defend with Throg, hitting with a base of 2. Gets a boost here. Has a treachery, so 4 damage. Knocks out or the tough off of Throg. Then since it's a treachery with the spend a resource, sorry, this should be ready up. Or it's with the deal to yourself as a counter card. Let's spend a resource here. We'll toss Sunfire. All right. Then Loki is going to scheme against Thor with a base of 2. Gets a boost. Not a treachery, an attachment, so we don't have to do that. But adding 3 threat to the main with 1 boost goes from 4 up to 7. He's going to scheme against Thor, going up to 9. Then we get in counter cards, 1 for Valkyrie, 1 for Thor. All right, he's about to deck out. We need to accelerate this a little bit. Valkyrie got Zax a minion with Retaliate and Victory. When reviewed, discard top 4 cards of your deck. For each printed energy, take 1 indirect damage. And no energies there, so no indirect damage. Right? And then Thor is going to get a minion. We're not in hero form though, so we can't have the Venomous Wolf with Guard and Patrol. And then place 3 shatter counters when it's defeated, and we get a synergy counter on Mounting Resistance, which is the thwarting one. Okay. All right, we passed the first player token over, and then we're just get started. Okay, I think we're built out now to where we don't need to worry about that anymore. Okay, do we want to Gambit or anything? We have 1 card. We're gonna deck out. Both players are decking out here. And counter cards are going to be dealt as encounter cards. Let me think here. All right. I think we go for Gambit here. Actually, I could No, defender doesn't work unless we get a minion. And we could, let me think. If I Gambit and I deck out, I deck Valkyrie out. No, I can't deck Valkyrie out. Valkyrie can Death Glow and have at D right now. Alright, I think we just Gambit here. We'll do. I don't know what to do, guys. Alright, we're gonna flip up to hero form. We're gonna use 3 resources here, and we'll play Gambit. When our Gambit enters play, look at the top 3 cards in the counter deck. There's only 3 cards left. Okay, tuck 1 under him, so we'll get under fire here as an encounter card under Gambit. And then his X will be equal to the boost icons of the card, which is 3, so he has 3 attack and 3 thwart. And this will go back in the same order, so we'll get Titania's encounter card, which is actually good. And a side scheme for Valkyrie. Alright, so we got Gambit in play with 3/3 stat line. Then, what do we do? I think we deck out here. So let's have Thor. We have a ready. Ooh, okay, so we thwart second because I want these cards back to the shuffle. So Thor is gonna swing here for 3 on Fenris Wolf because we have Mjolnir down. Then we'll use the resource here, play Limit Stamina, ready up your hero with the hero action. So we're gonna ready Thor back up. Okay. Gambit's gonna swing for 3 on Zax. That's threat tokens. And the Gambit will take a consequential damage. Oh wait, he has retaliate. Hold up. Sorry guys. Thor's gonna swing for 3 on Zax, and he'll take the retaliate. And then Gambit's gonna swing for 3 on Fenris Roll because I forgot that this guy has retaliate. Okay. And Gambit takes a consequential damage. I'm checking with the resource with Valkyrie. I think we're fine here because we have mention. All right. Thor is going to thwart for 3 from the main, drops it down to 6 threat. Okay, and then I think we're gonna Surveying Specialist. We make a basic Thor, draw a card. We deck out, get dealt a face down encounter card, and we'll shuffle up our discard, pop back into the deck. I could play Hammer Throw, but I don't think I want to here though. Actually, if I play, no, Valkyrie gets more benefit than Thor to killing minions. We just wanted to Hammer Throw here for damage for next turn. Yeah, I think we save the resource for Valkyrie. I could mention a card for Thor. Nah, it's fine. I think we just hold off there. All right, so we have the encounter card for Thor, and I think we're done here. We're gonna pass it over to Valkyrie. Okay, so Valkyrie's turn. Valkyrie is going to request a player action from Thor, exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost next time she plays to play Dragon Fang here. So she gets +1 attack, and then she gets +2 attack if she's attacking the enemy that has Death Glow attached. So now she already has 4 attack with 2, 3, 4. And then if she's attacking Death Glow, she has 5 attacks. So she is pretty well built out here. Then we're going to use a resource here to play Death Glow, and we'll put it on Loki. All right, Valkyrie is going to swing for 4 on Loki. I'll bring it from 30 down to 26. Okay, then after she attacks, we exhaust Common Specialist, and we can draw a card, which is another Have at D. Okay, we can't play both though. Right, if I Queen Carry here, let's see, Queen Carry double for this. Yeah, we can't play both, so let's just get it back into our hands by using it as a resource. So we'll do 3 resources here and play Have at D. Do 7 damage to enemy if it has Death Glow. This attack against Overkill. So we'll do 7 damage, take out Loki. Which should, yeah, 7 will kill him. And then place 3 shadow counters on Loki. And then place 1 synergy counter on the United Front environment. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind, sorry guys. I forgot about that. We're gonna use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of shell play by 1. and we use a double and this to play the Have at D there. So we hold into Have at D because we'll have resource with that. So this will defeat Loki. And then we place synergy counter on United Front, which gives us double resources to play another Have at D. Okay. All right, and then after defeating the enemy with Death Glow attached, if Valkyrie defeated it, we can ready her back up. So she's ready back up. This goes back set aside from play. Okay. Next, we need to dang it. But then the other thing will deck us out again. That's fine. Let's do, what are we doing here? We have the mansion here, yeah. Oh, I forgot. This guy has a force response, but he was defeated in one blow, so I don't believe we trigger it. If it was a treachery, it would stun the attacker, but we already know that's a side scheme because game looked anyways, but I don't think we discard it anyways because he was defeated before his force response would trigger. Okay. So, yeah, I think we just deck out here. Thor's going to request player action Thor. He'll mansion and draw Valkyrie a card. Wait, this is our only card we have in hand. So, yeah, we don't have to. Let me think. Sorry, guys, not the Helicare, the mansion. Double, and this is 3 to play this. But I need a resource to play Death Glow on the enemy. Get it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're going to mansion, draw Valkyrie a card, and then she'll deck out. So she gets dealt this face down kind of card. And then we're going to shuffle through our deck here and then get a permanent celebration token on the main scheme. We got how many shadow counters on Loki? We have 15 shadow counters. If we defeat him, we get 5 per player. So that's going to be 10. That's 25. And the main body has 40. So we are more than halfway there. Yeah, I think we just stay on this Loki and just keep on doing this. Defeat some more minions. And now we're so built out that it's going to be easy. And we can summon them too. Because both decks, Thor and Valkyrie, can summon minions. Okay. Right on the main. And then for decking out, doing the counter deck. And we shuffle up some counter deck here. And even though it's a big ramp turn for Loki, actually, dang, we both decked out, both players decked out, and Loki decked out on the same turn. But it's not going to be a big ramp turn for him because we know these encounter cards because of Gambit, and they're not that bad. It's just a minion and a side scheme. So unless we get like a gank up, I mean, it's not going to be that bad. All right, so we're all shuffled up here. Then we are going to, this is our hand. We're going to use a resource here. I'm going to mix up our hand with Death Glow. To play Death Glow and attach the enemy, we're going to give this to Fenris Wolf. Valkyrie is going to swing for 4 because of Dragon Fang, Combat Specialist, and to attack on Loki. That will bring him from 26 down 22. Then we're going to use Queen Carrier, generate a wild resource, use the United Front here, remove a counter, and generate 2 more wild resources for a total of 3 resources. So we can play Have at D. Here, action attack, do 7 damage to enemy. We're going to hit Fenris Wolf for 7. And then if the enemy has Death Glow attached, against overkill. So, I should have done it on him. That's fine. So it's 7 damage on him, 4 to him, and then 3 overkills to Loki. And they get set aside. Wait, this gets discarded. Death Glow gets set aside. But Death Glow will also ready a Valkyrie because she defeated the enemy. So she'll ready up here. And then 3 overkill on Loki brings him down to 19. And this guy is defeated. Whenever he's defeated, we place synergy counter on the mounting resistance environment. That's the one that gives us additional authority. And then he goes in discard pile. So Valkyrie ready back up again. She's going to swing here for 4, take out Zax. So Valkyrie did a lot there. When he's defeated, goes to Vigil's Blade. He won't retire because he's knocked out. And then we can get the corresponding Zax ally, who does not count towards our ally limit. I'm going to clean up here after this turn. Because we'll get those encounter cards resolved. Alright, whenever Zax enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for a printed energy and add to your hand. Oh, I should have done that. We're not going to trigger the response because it's not a forced response, so we don't have to do it. Alright. And then let's see here. So he's going to be right up here. And we might as well just have him Thor for 3 from the main, drop it from 6 down to 3, and then he'll take 2 consequent damage. Alright, And that is going to end our turn, guys. All right, that was a really good turn. Thor still has a hammer throw. Valkyrie's got nothing left in hand. Let's ready back up. And we just need some more minions and side schemes to get more shatter counters. And then once we defeat Loki, we can burst down God Lives in one go. And the brother's going to help him. Actually, this guy takes a console damage. I think I forgot to give him that. All right. Frog saves up because he blocked with a tough. Okay, we're drawing back up to how many? 4 for Thor. I can't see the hand size, but yeah, Thor is 4. All right, and then Valkyrie drawn up to 5. Okay, ooh, we got a combat training. Okay, it's Loki's turn. He's gonna add 2 to, or 3 to the main because of acceleration, so it goes up to 6 threat. He's going to attack Thor here. Let's block with Whirlwind. He's hitting with a base of 2, gets a boost of 3. It's a minion, not treachery, so we don't do his force response. Takes out Whirlwind. He has a victory keyword, so it gets removed from the game. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'll clean this up after this turn. All right, Loki's going to attack Valkyrie here. We are gonna block with Throg. Hitting with a base of 2, gets a boost, not treachery. 1 boost icon, 3 damage, takes out Throg. All right, and then we get in counter cards here. So 1 for Thor and 1 for Valkyrie. Thor is going to reveal first Titania. She has no one review effect. She has steady and overkill. But half of these can draw us 2 cards right now. 1, 2. And then Thor's other encounter card is Exhaustion. Oh man, Exhaustion Identity, and it's gonna Surge. That's a bad one. Surges into New Jotunheim. When defeated, we got a side scheme. When defeated, place 3 shadow counters on Avatar Loki. Choose a Grimmy Power, then place a synergy counter on the Feigned Retreat, which is the one to prevent damage. Okay, 6 threat on there. Okay, things are actually looking really good. I think we might be able to get the kill in like 2 turns. All right, Valkyrie's gonna do her encounter cards. We know we got this side scheme, Trickster Tango, Villain Gain Stalwart. Let's just put the side scheme here. Double Acceleration and 4 threat on here. So this is a master plan. This will like wreck us, but hopefully it's not a master plan. Dark Arts Treachery and extra mode gains inside 1, so put threat on the main. Search encounter deck, encounter discard pile for a minion and reveal it. We have 2 minions here. Do we want this one for synergy counters? This one's matching resistance, which is a thwarting one. Actually, we're fine with this guy. Yeah, let's get this guy out here. And then, yeah, engage with Valkyrie so we don't do threat on the main. All right, and that is going to resolve the encounter phase. Let's clean up our play areas. And Thor's exhausted here because of exhaustion. All right, we're going to pass the first play over to Valkyrie, who will start us off here. And we're going to try to do some crazy stuff here, guys. All right. So, if Valkyrie's hitting Death Glow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's short 1 damage, guys. I mean, Zax can do the 1 damage. And then, how do I get damage out of turn on Titania? I mean, I can't. I just hammer throw her, though. Yeah, I think that's fine. Then we need an ally for Valkyrie. Or we need Thor to go first to weaken. Okay, we're going to Avengers Mansion here for Valkyrie draw a card. Ooh, we got Angela. Angela, I think, is good here. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Angela down. So 0 cost ally. When she enters play under your control, search the top 10 cards of your deck for a minion and put it in play engage with you. We don't need to search the whole 10. Let's just get Grendel here. Yeah, so we just actually let's just search the whole 10. See what else we can get. I think Grendel is good though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we get this guy. 6 hit points is a really good hit point range for Valkyrie. Alright, and then we shuffle it back up. So Angela just summoned a minion for us, which actually helps us out here. Okay, so if we defeat both of these and the side scheme, we get 9 more shatter counters. 9 plus 15 is 24, and then 34 after defeating Loki. Okay, I think we can kill him next turn. We're so close there, guys. All right. All right, we're all shuffled up. Okay, so Angela enters play now. We are going to use Helicarrier requested from Thor to reduce the cost next time Valkyrie plays by 1. She'll Helicarrier herself, and it will play. Actually, no, let's save this up. And then she uses the resource here to play Flight of the Valkyrier. Then we're gonna Helicarrier ourselves, and we'll use this as a resource so we can play combat training. So now Valkyrie gets another +1 attack. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base attack here, and if she's hitting anyone with Deathblow with Dragon Fang, she'll have 6 attack. So let's use Queen Carrier generate a resource to play Deathblow. We'll attach to Grendel. He has guard. None of them have. Yeah, okay. So Valkyrie's gonna swing for 6, take out Grendel in 1 shot, place 3 shatter counters on the Avatar Loki villain. So 1, 2, 3. Alright. Whenever Valkyrie defeats an enemy with Deathblow, she can ready up here. Then Angel's gonna swing for 2 on Titania. We're gonna use a resource here to attach Deathblow to Titania. Valkyrie's gonna swing in for another 6, defeats Titania, and then Deathblow will ready Valkyrie back up, get set aside again. Titania goes in victory display, and we get the Titania ally into play. And then Angela would take a consequential damage. I forgot to give her the damage after she attacked first. And then after Valkyrie makes a base attack, exhaust combat specialist, draw a card. We use as a resource, attach Deathblow to Fenris Wolf here. And then Titania's attacks have overkill and piercing. Doesn't really matter here. We want Valkyrie to defeat it. Yeah. So Zax will swing for 1 on Fenris Wolf, and then Zax will take a consequent damage. Valkyrie's gonna swing here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 because of Dragon Fang because it has Deathblow. So 6 damage takes out Fenris Wolf here. When he's defeated, plays 3 more shatter counters on the Avatar Loki villain. And then place synergy count on the mounting resistance, so we can have up to 2 counters here. Crazy. And then Deathblow triggers again. We can ready a Valkyrie. So Valkyrie just defeated a 7 hit point minion, a 6 hit point minion, and Titania, an 8 point minion in that turn. And she's readied up here, and she's gonna swing in again for 4. Wait, for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 on Loki, the main bot, or the Avatar, and brings him from 19 down to 14. Crazy, crazy. And Titania, let's swing in for 3 on Loki. That'll bring 14 down to 11. And then she'll take 2 consequent damage for attacking. Alright, and we pass it over to Thor here. And Thor is going to need to do some thwarting for us. We have Hammer Throw though. Ooh, Thor can't get it ready. No limitless stamina. Let me think here. We clear out New Jotunheim. And then, I mean, what did we? We don't really have to do anything. I think we just play Blindfold to control the encounter deck. And then I could one way or another get another side scheme. No, okay, let's do Blindfold here. Okay, so we're kind of capped off here on our space. Let's move everything over. Move everything over. We need to play one more ally here for Thor. Okay, so let's do, where are the cards? Okay, we're gonna do 2 God of Thunders and a resource here. So we can play Blindfold. Whenever she enters play, look at the top 5 cards on the encounter deck and discard 1, put the rest back in the same order. Okay, so Loki's gonna boost. What's the boost here? Take 1 or damage for each character you control. Ooh, it's a boost of 1. So we discard this. I don't want that boost. The mirror damage kills all of our allies. So we have this boost, and 2 side schemes as encounter cards. That's fine. Yeah, and we get some shotguns with this one, I guess. Alright, so I guess we don't one way or another this turn. We can do it next turn. Alright, Blindfold enters play there. Alright, she is going to thwart for 2 from New Jotunheim. We're going to use the synergy counter here. When a friendly character thwarts, remove a counter from here. They get +4 thwarting. So she's thwarting for 6, which will just clear this off in one go because it has 6 threat on it. When it's defeated, we can place engine counter on Feign Retreat, which is the one to prevent damage. And then we also get 3 more shatter counters on the Avatar of Loki. So 1, 2, 3. Sorry for the counters here, guys. How many counters we got on them? We got 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24. Okay. We need to get 30, and then we can kill them in one shot. All right. So we still have Trickster Takeover though. Blindfold takes the consequent damage. I think we could Vivian it. No, I think Gambit and Loki's can sort it out. Yeah, we know he's not getting advances. So Loki's gonna Thor for 2, Gambit Thor's for 3, total of 5. Clears off Trickster Tangle. Side scheme is defeated, doesn't do anything else whenever it's defeated. Both odds will take consequent damage, 1 more for Gambit, and 1 more damage for Loki. Alright, and then that's gonna end our turn. Thor's gonna... Oh, wait. Before end our turn, we're actually gonna do this. Let's do 3 resources here, and we're gonna play a hammer throw. Here, action attack, exhaust Mjolnir, return to your hand, and do 8 damage to enemy. We're going to throw Mjolnir on Loki, and Mjolnir comes back to our hand. That will bring him from 11 down to 3 life, guys. Almost took him out here, and we're just going to hold on to this in our hand, because I want to play this to get a side scheme. Alright, Thor's going to end a turn, draw him back up to 4. Valkyrie draws back up to 5 here. Alright, I think we have the kill here next turn, guys. Do we get any? Oh, we do have a minion summoning. Okay, yeah, we need to summon a minion with Defender, and then we got this. Alright, let's ready back up here. This is a really fun scenario for Thor and Valkyrie to take on together. Because it just really fits the 2 heroes. Alright, Loki's turn. He's going to add 1, 2, 3 to the main, goes up to 10. He's going to attack Valkyrie first. I think we actually just take all the hits here. So he's hitting with a base of 2, gets a boost of 3, 5 damage, brings Valkyrie from 12 down to 7, because we have the kill here, and Alex can help us out. It's not treachery, so don't do that. He attacks Thor, we take it, 1 boost icon, 3 damage, brings Thor from 16 down to 13. Not treachery, don't do anything else. And counter cards, 1 for Valkyrie, 1 for Thor, they're both just side schemes here. So this one, 5 threat. When defeated, place 2 shatter cards on Loki. This one has 4 threat, actually has a 1 review effect. Discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. And 3 if we're in extra mode, which we are, and so 3 cards, and there was a treachery, so exhaust your identity. Dang it. Alright, we passed the first Trickster over to Thor, who's going to start us off here, and he's going to do some crazy thwarting here. Alright, let's first play one word another. Search and counting for a side scheme, reveal it, and we can draw 3 cards. So let's get a side scheme here. This is the only one left. So Door Between Worlds, victory 1. Any player in your pocket can thwart it. When it's defeated, we get 3 shatter counters on the Avatar of Loki. And we get a synergy counter. Actually, wait, I don't think we have to kill here, guys. No, we do, because we get a minion. Yeah, that's what we do. Alright, shuffle. Alright. So 7 per pod. And we're only 1 pod here. Alright, we're going to ignore the main. So let's leave this side's going to crisis over here, because we're not even going to thwart it. Alright, so this is our priorities here. Okay, so we're exhausted again as Thor. I don't know how that keeps on happening. But now we can resolve the one we're not. We just review this. That's going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's infiltrate actually first. We'll use God Dungeon and Energy Resource to play infiltration. We're going to declare 5 and remove 5 threat from Lofty Goes here. So let's card top 5 cards in the counter deck. Ooh, I don't like that minion. He is guard. Okay, so we remove 5 threat, clear off Lofty Goes. Then we place 2 shatter counters on the Avatar of Loki. Okay, so that game is defeated, and then we have to get a minion and play engage with us, which is this guy. He has guard, and then he doesn't actually give a shatter counter, so that's why I don't like him. He has a nasty one defeated as well. Okay, so he engages us. We can have a D and draw 2 more cards here. 1, 2. We need to get another minion, so let's Defender 9 rounds here. 0 cost event, discard cards from encounter until you get a minion, put it in play, engage with you, and remove 3 from a scheme. We're going to try to take 3 off of this scheme right here, and we're going to mill until we get a minion. Well, why did I discard so many cards? Sorry, guys. We got this guy engaged with us. We already have these, so we can't do it again. He's going to have toughness. And then this will give us the kill, I believe. And then we take 3 threat off of here, drop this from 7 down to 4. All right. Next, we are going to, what are we doing here? Let's use we're gonna use God Thunder, area resource to play limited stamina. We can ready up Thor here. Thor is going to thwart. He has 1, 2, 3. We'll just use this here. Remove the counter. We get 4 more additional threat removal. So we're throwing for 7. Clears us off in one go. When it's defeated, we get 3 shadow counters on the Avatar Loki villain and a synergy counter on any one of the environments that we choose. So we get 3 more on Loki. 1, 2, 3. And then we can put a shatter counter. Let's put it on United. Let's put it on Domineering Force. Brings us up to 2 counters. We're ready for damage. This goes in Victor's Play. It gets removed from the game. All right. Now, what are we doing here, guys? I think we just support Valkyrie here to go for the kill. So let's have Gambit. Gambit's just gonna, I don't know, he'll swing for 3, knock out the tough from Minotaur. He'll take consequent damage, get knocked out here. So he gets discarded, and the Under Fire is gone. And we can clean up our board a little bit. I can't grab the cards. Blindfold is gonna throw for 2 from this side scheme. She'll take consequent damage, get knocked out. And then we're gonna keep our brother Loki in play, because this is the good Loki. That's a bad variant, guys. The good one's helping us take out the bad one. All right, and then let's use a resource, and we'll just play our Mjolnir back down, just so we have it. Oh, I forgot Surveillance Specialist with Thor. That's okay. All right, we're gonna pass things over to Valkyrie here. All right, what has she got going on? We don't even want to have at B because it's gonna overkill. All right, let's do. We're gonna use a resource here, so we can play Deathglow, and we'll attach it to this minion here. Actually, let's attach it to the Minotaur. Oh, I forgot. Whenever he engages us, he's gonna attack us because there's more than 5 charges in this card file, so he actually attacks Thor. He has a one of you, so Thor will take 2 more damage. We'll drop down to 11. I missed that there. Okay, so we attach Deathglow to the Minotaur. Then let's just have Zack store for 3, clear off this side scheme here. He'll take constant damage, get knocked out, goes to Victory Display, removed from the game, just to clean up a little bit. All right, there we go. Then Valkyrie's gonna swing here for 4, or no, for 5, no, for 6. Take out Minotaur in one shot. When defeated, place 2 shower counters on Loki. So we get 2 more counters here on Loki, and then he is defeated. We can trigger Deathglow, ready Valkyrie back up. We'll use a resource here to play Deathglow back on this minion here. And then let's also play Godlike Stamina, which will heal 2 damage from Valkyrie. And we can play because we have the Asgard trait. Let's go back up to 9 life here. And then let's swing in for 6 on this minion. The defeating player discards the top card in the counter deck. If it's a treachery due, this guy, it's not a treachery, so he just gets knocked out here. Then Valkyrie defeated enemy with Deathglow, so she can ready back up again. Then we're going to exhaust Combat Specialist to also draw a card because we made a basic attack. And then we're going to use Queen Care, generate Wild Resource to play Deathglow, or attach it to Loki, the avatar of Loki. And then we'll do 3 resources here to play a have at the your action, do 7 damage to enemy, and then he has Deathglow, it doesn't matter. And we also had, we could also swing in for another 6 here with Valkyrie. But yeah, the 7 damage would bring Loki all the way down to 0. We could have swung for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 here with Loki as well. But all right, yeah, that was awesome. Okay, wait, but let's make sure that we got the kill here, right? So Loki, we're going to, whenever he is defeated, we flip him over here. And then, force him to run whenever he will be defeated, place 5 per player shadow counters here and flip it over. So I'm out of counters, but we're going to use a threat here, or let's use damage here as the counter tracker. So we have plus 10 more, because 5 per player for 2 players. So whenever we use Shadow Delusion, we see this card right here. Then it says remove each shatter counter, all those right there, and then do damage to Loki God Lies equal to the number of shatter counters removed this way, and then we do all of that as well. But whenever we do the damage from the shatter counters, I think that's enough, right? So this is 12, and then 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, and we just got 40 here with the 10 and a 41 damage on Loki God Lies. Brings from 40 all the way down to 0 in one shot for a thematic game with Valkyrie and Thor here. Really awesome duo, and with Loki here as well, right? We had the good Loki, Thor, and Valkyrie versus the bad evil Loki God Lies. All right, that was super fun, guys. I had a lot of fun. Oh, I forgot we had extra damage here with Domineering Force because we had 2 counters on it. So when a friendly character attacks, we remove synergy counters to do 4 additional damage. So he could have actually swung in with those hits for 8 more damage there with those 2 counters, which would have been like 21 overkill there. But yeah, tons of fun. I really like how the scenarios like kind of works with side schemes and with minions, and there's so many ways to tech against it. If you can grab out side schemes like with the One Way or Another, or grab out minions like with Chooser is Slain for Valkyrie, even though we never played the Chooser is Slain. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. It's super fun. I highly recommend you guys put up Valkyrie and Thor against Loki here because it's a really fun matchup. All right, I hope you guys all enjoy this one. I hope you guys are enjoying Trickster Takeover, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.